Here in Billings, Montana at the Grazing Expo, and it's all thanks to this young lady next to me. But for those who don't know who you are and the organization you're with,
I'm Megan Terry. I'm the executive director for the Montana Grazing Lands Coalition. We've been around since 1991. We're a nonprofit organization that primarily serves the state of Montana. The saying that people like to use is we want to keep working lands working lands and working hands. Kind of put this together to deliver some resources to the folks who need them, the folks that are managing our grazing lands, whether that be folks involved in agency work, producers themselves, other industry professionals. The goal is really just to get folks together, to swap some resources, to share some tools that may be available for them, and then figure out how we can move forward as a stronger agricultural industry, both in Montana and beyond.
Oh, and that's an incredible goal. And what's really unique is that this is your first expo, correct?
It is.
So this is not an easy thing to put together at all. It's been absolutely incredible. We hope to show you that later on. But why did you decide to put together this conference to begin with?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we saw a larger need, right? But we also recognize that the calendar is pretty saturated. We have a lot of incredible groups in the state of Montana and beyond working on projects very similar to ours. Some really incredible partners that have a lot to say and a lot to do on the landscape. And so in an effort to not congest the calendar anymore, we really wanted to focus all of our resources on one big event. We recognize that ranchers' time is valuable and that time away from the ranch is difficult. And so hopefully the goal is that ranchers can get here for a couple days, soak it all in, and then go home and get back to what's really important.
And you have had this schedule chock full of information, 3-4 different breakout sessions, all broken down into just everything from financial to education for the students coming in on networking events, and then solar grazing, new technology. And so if you're not here this year, you're missing out. We hope you come back again next year. But for those who want to get involved, how they get in touch with you?
Yeah, absolutely. So the best place to go is our website, montanaglc.org. All of the information about the conference can be found on the expo page, but then larger information kind of about us as an organization, how to get involved, who to get in touch with, it's all available there as well. So
awesome. Well, Megan, congratulations. This has been absolutely incredible, and we're looking forward to seeing what you have next year.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
I'm Rachel Frost. I'm at Montana State University, and I'm the program lead for the Dan Scott Ranch Management Program.
So this is right up your alley then.
It is, yes.
So what are you doing at the university in terms of projects that are upcoming that people might be interested in being part of?
The main thing that we're doing at the university with the Dan Scott Ranch Management Program is we're educating the next generation of ranch managers. We integrate with industry because each one of those students does an internship on a working ranch as an integral part of their education. So being here is a great opportunity for students to network with producers, with leaders in the industry, and strategist in grazing management.
I'm here to spread awareness about our experiential learning opportunities here at Montana State. So we'll be talking a lot about the stuff we have around here and then what we do personally, because I'm with the Dan Scott Ranch Management Program. So we'll be talking a lot about my experiences as interning on ranches and then also working, the balance between school and going out into the field and getting a little bit of both.
Well, and that education combined with experience is such a big thing and a huge hole that we're trying to fill in the industry. So Why do you think it's important to be at events like this Grazing Expo?
Well, it creates an amazing opportunity for us to network with other people in the industry, and it also provides us an opportunity to get ready for next year and then help bring in students who are trying to come into this program, because we are a bachelor program instead of a master's program, which there's even less of. So we're trying to bring people over and be like, hey, this could be a first step opportunity before you go to the King Ranch Institute or before you go to TCU and other programs like that.
So what is something that you are excited to take home with you back from this conference?
Oh, that's a tricky one. Probably just the amount of people who are here, the great networking opportunities that we have, and also the amount of learning we can do just going to these conferences. I mean, you learn so much about grazing and also just being prepared, when we leave school and get back into the industry.
Well, Andy, it's very nice to see you again. And for those who don't know you or are familiar with what you do, can you give us a brief introduction?
Well, Emma, thanks for having us. Welcome to Billings, Montana. Andy Schwab with Northern Ag Network, cover agricultural news on the radio across 4 states, Montana, Wyoming, and the western half of North and South Dakota. We mainly focus on what is important to the farmer and to the rancher, making sure that they understand anything that's going to be happening that's going to impact their operation, whether it's good prices, bad prices, whether it's good weather, bad weather, whether it's a new rule, a new law that's going to be coming out, something that may impact them in any way, shape, or form. We make sure that they understand what it means to their operation and how it's going to impact them on a day-to-day basis. Grazing Expo itself is really just a great way for these producers to come and learn about all the practices that are happening on the rangeland. What could be working on theirs? You never want to stop learning, and that's exactly what these producers here are here to learn. We're seeing folks from all over. There's folks here from Texas. There's folks here from Montana, Wyoming, Colorado. There's folks from all over. I think I even saw some orange jackets from OSU that are here. So it's just really great to see the wide range. I mean, it's kind of like a swath right down from the north to the south. I would like to hear what is impacting these producers. I know this year, obviously the cattle prices are at some of the record highs that they've ever seen. So there's a lot of optimism among these folks that are cattle producers, cattle operators. There's folks here that I know are sheep grazers. There's folks here that are livestock diversification to their operation, and that's something I want to hear about is what are these operations looking like? Are these guys all cattle? Are they all grasslands? I mean, that's what I'm looking forward to hearing is what are they here for? What are they wanting to know, and what is impacting their operation?
Well, thank you so much, and we're excited to hear you talk later on as well. So, Andy, thank you. Appreciate it.
Emma, thank you as well.
I give up all my growling, happy rather howling, prowling through the pasture by moonlight. The muzzle full of dry gin, a cigarette I've tucked in, I'm singing them with coyotes through the night. See you. My eyes are burning bright blue, can't cut through the vacancy of sun. With the red moon on the rising, blue stem brushing my hand, dry sand aside as I run.
Holding some things here that you may have seen before, but before we get into it, can you please tell us who you are and who you're here with?
Yeah. I am Taylor Winkler, and I am with Texas A&M AgriLife Research's Grazing Land Animal Nutrition Lab.
All right, so speaking of the nutrition lab, you deal with this quite a bit. Can we talk about what is this and why do you want it in your possession?
Okay, yeah, so this is obviously cow manure, and we process cow manure. People ship it in in its natural state, which is wet, and it is normally frozen. And so with that, we dry and grind it, and we pull crude protein, digestible organic matter, fecal nitrogen, and fecal phosphorus. So your diet quality numbers to give producers reports and tell them if their herd is going to gain or lose in the next 30 days. We can also give recommendations on feeding, and I like to explain it to people. It's like forage analysis, but it's what the herd is actually eating. So not just going and taking a random sample in the field. It's actually, based off of palatability. So
That's incredible, being able to have that predictability and to anticipate that next move that producers need to start making. So what area of the country do you service?
So we service all over the United States. We're actually a checkoff for the Conservation Stewardship Program with USDA. So we get samples from all over the U.S. We also have done samples in Mexico, Canada, Africa, and we're also celebrating our 30th year anniversary this year.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Yep.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. We're excited to talk to Montana producers today. So
That's incredible. And so you are probably going to have a wide variety of interactions with the attendees. What are you most excited to take home with you as a exhibitor?
I am just excited to learn more about Montana Grazing Lands. I don't know a whole lot about them. I'm from Central Texas, so that is exciting. I'm just excited to see what education there is to offer here.
Wonderful. And so how would people get in touch with you if they're interested in your services?
So they can come visit us at the booth. You can also give us a call at 254-774-6134, or you can contact us via email at GANLAB, that's GANLAB @ag.tamu.edu.
This one.
Protein. Okay. Why is that?
Well, it's
Which has
not
more fiber?
that one.
Okay. Sweet. You passed.
I
You passed.
I do poopology.
I love it. That one right there.
Great poop. This is your
We don't like pancakes here.
no. Now we've got Caroline with us today, and for those who don't know who you are, can you please tell us who you are and who you're here with?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm Caroline Caldwell. I'm a senior specialist with the World Wildlife Fund, and we manage the Sustainable Ranching Initiative and the RSVP program, Ranch Systems and Viability Planning Network. Lots of acronyms.
Lots of acronyms, but for those who maybe are not familiar with your program, can you talk a little bit about what it is that you're doing on the producer front?
Yeah, absolutely. So we manage a network of ranchers, and they sign on to not convert their land out of grass for 10 years, and they also agree to improve their grazing plan. We meet ranchers wherever they're at. If they're already moving cows every day or don't move them at all, that's fine. We love to have ranchers come in at all different levels. And so for signing on for this 10-year agreement, they get infrastructure funding and also technical assistance to plan that infrastructure. And they have an education stipend. So if they want to go learn from the professionals that are always coming through the Northern Great Plains, we pay for that.
I'd say you are encapsulating a bunch of not only education but resources for producers. Now, if someone wants to get involved, what are the stipulations? What's the criteria that one would have to meet?
Absolutely. So we just require over 1,000 acres, and that you are willing to have someone come out and monitor your land, which all that data is yours. So we have soil monitoring, vegetation monitoring, and a separate group for bird monitoring. And so you have to allow us to come out and hopefully utilize some of that data that we collect for you. A few ranchers came up who are doing virtual fence projects that we help pay for, and it has been so fun to learn about what went right, what went wrong, what they tell us to tell the producers who are interested in doing that.
And for those who do want to get involved with you in the program, how would they reach out to you?
Yeah, they can email me, caroline.caldwell@wwfus.org. Go to our website. We have a lot of resources available on our website that'll give you other email addresses. And yeah, I would just love to hear from anyone interested.
Awesome. Well, Caroline, thank you for your time.
So
Appreciate
much.
it.
Yeah.
Wrapping up here at the Montana Grazing Expo in Billings, we're grateful for the opportunity, not just to attend, but to also share Ranchworthy's story with so many incredible ranchers, land managers, and industry leaders. It's events like this that remind us how important it is to come together, exchange our ideas, and keep learning from one another. A huge thank you to the Montana Grazing Lands Coalition and to all the organizers for hosting such a valuable event, and to everyone who stopped by to visit with us. We're taking home some fresh perspectives and renewed inspiration for our work ahead. From all of us here at Ranchworthy, thank you for watching and riding along with us. Here's to a stronger, healthier grass and a brighter future for ranching.